Oh, hello, fellas.
Hey.
Just reading a little the Rec Ugly TMs here.
Damn.
The Rex are so ugly, it's crazy.
What language is that?
It's fucking big. It's like 950 pages. It's a document.
You need to quit. You need to quit reading such long books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should start reading the board books that Callie reads. You'll
Yeah.
finish so many books in a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get so smart.
I probably
Cognitively.
read way
So
more
smart.
books than you guys have this year.
Probably.
Maybe not more than Alex. You're like 2 or more.
Damn. Do you count short stories? Because I might be at 3.
I'll count it.
No.
No,
Could he
I'm in
count?
the hundreds probably.
Damn.
We
I
won
read-
our final game.
Oh shit.
Yes.
That's right.
So you won state?
No, there's no, you don't do that in middle school. We went 3-2. We beat Plains, and the kids
Nice.
were all bitches about it. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They sucked about it. But yeah.
Aren't you guys Class C in football, but Class B in basketball?
Kind of. Yeah. Some B schools and some C schools play 8-man, which is what we do. Yeah. And then the tiniest of the tiny C schools play 6-man, so there's a smaller division yet.
But you're technically in the B conference for basketball.
Yeah, so we have to play freaking all sorts of crazy ass Florence, fucking Eureka, shit like
Big
that.
Fork.
Crazy. Big Fork. They're up now actually, so thank God. I hate
Big Fork is A?
fucking dicks. Yeah.
They're gonna get smoked.
Yeah, like Belgrade, how they moved up to AA, and every year they're somehow better than Hellgate's football team still, but
They always fucking flathead.
but then they have to play Bozeman or they have to play Billings West, and they absolutely get slaughtered.
You ready for some fucking dick hunting?
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah. You watched the movie?
No.
I knew it.
Yeah, isn't that the new format? I don't watch it.
I think so.
I was
And
looking.
I just try to remember it from 12 years ago.
I was looking at the season 11 list so far, and through 7 episodes, through basically half the season, you've only watched in entirety one film.
What was that?
Babe Pig in the City.
Yeah, great movie.
Because you
Fantastic
didn't
film.
watch Country Bears, you didn't watch Little Miss Sunshine.
I have seen it, but yeah.
Yeah, you skimmed through
Not-
Shallow Hal and In the Name of the King. You didn't watch Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2, and you
I
haven't
got
watched
through
Van
most of
Helsing.
Shallow Hal. Yeah.
Just not the big reveal at the end, where he was the beautiful.
He was
one.
shallow all along.
Shallow. That's picking up the slack for me while I'm being a dick. Yeah.
And Devin's gonna be here this weekend, but
coach.
But he's probably not going to be. He's not staying with us, so I'm guessing he's not going to join us for Killer Sofa next week. But I am going to, like I said, try really hard to see if he wants to get on for Hereditary, since it's one of his favorite films, he said.
That's right.
And then it's his birthday episode 2 weeks after that for Ace Ventura Pet Detective.
Happy birthday, Devin.
Yeah, you get to watch Jim Carrey climb out of a rhino's butthole.
Hey, Jim Carrey. Hey,
Happy
Jim Carrey.
birthday, Mr.
Maybe my second least favorite actor.
Behind.
Ryan Reynolds, of course.
Oh, okay.
That makes
Who are you thinking?
Me.
Oh.
Behind Seth.
It's me.
Oh, he's behind you, all right.
Oh. Let's get into the movie.
Let's do it. You ready, Lucas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show.
We haven't started yet.
Oh.
But get ready for that. That was good. Yeah, first time listeners.
Yeah, first
I
time
see wasted his good take on the remote. Damn it.
First time listeners, long time lovers.
Ooh, I've probably said that.
You've said it multiple times. What are they? All right. 1, 2, 3, play.
Film.
Picture. Cinema.
Bars.
Movie.
We got it, guys. Well,
You had a good intro.
It's welcome back to the show.
Oh
shit! If you're just
Ooh.
tuning in, I don't remember what movie.
That's a transition.
Oh.
Movie. So we got this guy here, folks. His name is Mr. Warner. He's got a brother. And they produced this flick. That's what they let you know right out the gates.
The Warner Brothers.
Yep.
Was this Warner Brothers? I don't think it was.
Yeah, I remember. I remember the big sign, the big trumpets that said 20th Century Fox, and that means it's a Warner Brothers picture brand.
I think it was Universal. It was Universal.
Universal. What a company.
Mr. Universe.
And his
he's
brother.
got
Let's
a
know right off the bat.
Mr. Studio.
And they make movies. They make cinema, enema.
Give him an enema.
Watching a cinema, giving him an enema. Where are you going?
I'm not going anywhere.
Oh, you're just taking off your clothes.
Yeah, my headphone's brushing against the hood and it's making a terrible noise in my ears, like nails on chalkboard.
That's hilarious.
It's not funny. Why is that funny?
So funny.
I wasn't doing a bit. I was being for real.
Like
This
the
guy.
like the gas station ice creams.
Yeah,
Like
When was the last time you had a
vampire
for real?
hunters.
like the Vampire Hunters.
When was the last time you had a for real?
Like a year ago.
Really?
Yeah.
What flavor?
Undergrad?
Cookies and cream, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Mine was probably
Intimidating.
Mine was probably in the corner
That
store.
flavor. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, the flavor.
Damn.
Marina didn't realize that the corner store had those chicken strip sandwiches.
Damn.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Those are good.
They're famous.
And the Grizz burritos. She didn't know about either.
They're not as famous.
What
They
an
were
idiot.
more famous.
What a dumb piece of shit.
That's my wife. Boys.
Yes, Seth. Come on.
Sorry.
Cross the line.
Mulligan. Rewind.
We'll retry that.
It's just a 2.0. It's fine.
That's fine.
So the movie.
Yeah.
The year is 1887. It's in Transylvania. It's all in black and white. And an angry mob has come to a castle. Dr. Victor Frankenstein has just created his monster.
Ooh.
And Dracula wants to use this monster for evil to create vampire babies with his wives. But Victor does not want that. We have a lot of editing to do there.
So he smokes him.
He smokes
No,
Victor
that wasn't on the
Dracula.
mic.
Oh, it'll be caught. I promise you.
Smoking that Victor
No, I
pack.
see the bars.
I promise you. I have to get rid of all of Jinjo's meows. And every time you get up and down out of the chair, and every time you pick Jinjo up, and every time the
There are no
door
bars.
opens, and
Why would you get rid of Jinjo's meows?
I sometimes keep him in. Sometimes I'll keep in a little door squeak, and then I.
That's good.
And it's pretty quiet, but if you
Yeah.
listen closely,
Little Easter eggs.
has he
Yeah.
ever been
He's a
good
bad
during a
cat.
recording?
No.
I didn't think so.
He loves it.
He's bad.
But
Have to sit on the. Okay.
Victor tries to kill Dracula because he doesn't want his monster to be used for evil,
No.
and stabs him through the heart with a sword. But he's like, "No, you can't kill me." Kills Victor instead,
Yeah.
and Frankenstein's monster breaks from his tethers, rocks Dracula, just absolutely hammers him,
Yeah.
giving him enough
Yeah.
time to grab his creator and run for the wooden windmill. The mob is chasing him after him.
They're in love.
No, he's his creator. He's just, Papa!
Yeah, he loves
That's
him.
Freud.
That's Freud.
Freud loves his
Oedipus.
monster. Yeah.
And the mob burns
That
the
is the
windmill to the ground with some hesitancy while Frankenstein's monster screams, "Why? Why?" and then crashes down
Love
to the
this guy.
ground.
It was the only word he ever taught him before he died.
Also pretty smart. He knew it right away, like right after he was born.
Yeah, it's the only one he could do, though.
He could talk and he could walk.
Remember when Babe echoed a similar sentiment?
Oh my
He chased down
god.
the crazy dogs.
And as the pig, tired from his near-death chase, faced exhaustion, he turned to his attacker, wondering how much longer he could come before he succumbed to the fate of his eventual death, and asked one question. Why? And then he gets headbutted into the water to drown.
Damn. Fucking brutal.
It's cool.
And then the dog jumps into the water after him to eat him, but
He
his
fucking
collar
dies.
his collar gets
Strangles
snagged
him
on the
and drowns.
bridge, and he hanging upside down from his collar, being
He'll
hung and drowned at the same time.
Damn. Poor dog.
Yeah, this Babe pig in the city, he lives, don't worry.
Gruesome.
He
I can't
lives.
believe he died like that.
And then he comes back to life because of Babe,
Vegetable.
who is clearly a Christ-like figure.
That's right. In the city.
Yeah, he was. But the vampires emerge.
Sex
They
in the
scare
City.
off the mob that's watching, and they watch as the windmill burns to the ground, and their chance to make vampire babies is gone.
But the Real Housewives of Sodom and Gomorrah.
Ooh, I like that.
All right. I just want to get
Good.
that out.
That's a good sketch.
Yeah.
That's a good short story.
Just wanted to write that down using the podcast waves.
But they still all have like New England accents.
Yes. Yeah. Of course they do.
Of course.
Yeah.
So 1 year later, it's 1888 now. The location is Paris. It's all in color now. And a wanted man, all in black with a hat and a masked face, tracks down a giant Mr. Hyde. He's got guns, he's got saw blade wrists, he's got grappling hooks and all the fighting gadgets. And him and Mr. Hyde are fighting in Notre Dame Cathedral until Van Helsing kills Hyde, and he turns into Dr. Jekyll upon his death as he falls through a stained glass window all the way to the ground, hits
Great
the ground,
Wall.
splatters. Yeah, remember
They're
that in
calling
the
him
Great Wall?
on the Great Wall.
They're invoking
The
the Great
finale?
Wall. Don't you remember the finale where
Oh, yeah, that's right.
They run up the spiral staircase and then they jump out and they arrow him?
Still don't understand that one.
You love that movie.
I don't know. Lucas did.
Yeah, I was talking to Lucas,
I did.
looking at you.
Yeah. I don't understand why.
You're right, I did love that movie.
Yeah. I just never
Dude,
got it.
backflips into the battle. That was sick.
I don't
Unnecessary,
It
but it
doesn't-
was sick.
It doesn't seem like you're
Pedro Pascal's in it. It's great.
Yeah. I do love an unnecessary backflip too. Have you seen those?
I've seen Power Rangers, so I know.
Like the video game ones? They're super funny. We'll move on.
The video game ones.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Give me
Van
one.
Helsing's here.
Yeah, Van
He's-
Helsing's here.
He's
killing
he's
people.
hot. Yeah. The subtext is he's hot.
He was pretty hot.
He is hot. He's Hugh Jackman
Yeah.
with really long, thin hair, though.
Yeah. Well, you think he can protect you, which makes him really hot.
Yeah.
One of the trivia
Right.
facts I read for this was that he got hair extensions for this.
Damn.
And I was like, I'm not
I
gonna
want
put that in my facts.
Here we are.
Right.
It
Shit.
came up almost immediately. You
Shit.
should've put that in your
Organically.
facts. Yeah.
Yeah.
8 minutes in, yeah.
Right.
Damn it.
It's all right.
But Gabriel Van Helsing, remember Gaybraham
Right.
Yeah, I remember Gaybraham.
Gaybraham Stroker.
Mm-hmm.
Gaybraham Van Helsing has been ordered by the Vatican to search out and destroy as his next task Count Vladislav Dracula, an assignment that doesn't make him very happy. Wah, wah.
Goosebumps.
He is tired of killing monsters for the church, only to be branded by the public as a murderer with a price on his head. And he also wishes that he had back his memories, something that was taken away from him due to his previous sins. I don't know. They don't get into a lot of detail about why his memories were wiped, but I was like, okay, whatever.
I don't remember that at all.
They say it.
Do they mean like a godly thing?
I don't
Like
know.
God
The,
wiped his memory as punishment for his sins?
the cardinal from the Vatican tells him that, like so
But
briefly.
That's probably just. They always say that shit, don't they?
Yeah.
Like, God, why do I have a club foot? And like, for someone probably sinned, dude.
Yeah.
But it does come up that he doesn't know who Dracula is, but Dracula knows him later. But I was like, We don't really,
Dracula knows him.
we don't need this, like,
Knows
he
him
can't
well.
remember his past life or his previous memories or anything. He doesn't need to be amnesic.
Yeah, probably not.
But Cardinal Jeanette explains that his assignment is important because 450 years ago, a Transylvanian knight named Valerius the Elder promised God that his family would never rest nor enter heaven until they vanquished Dracula. However, Dracula still lives, but only two of Valerius' descendants, Princess Anna and Prince Velkin, remain. And so the Valerius family's running out of time, and the church is committed to saving their souls to enter heaven. So, armed with only a scrap of a picture, rings of garlic, some holy water, a silver stake, a crucifix, and a semi-automatic crossbow, and Friar Carl, the Q of the Vatican, Van
As opposed
Helsing
to the
takes
automatic
off
crossbow.
for
forget the crossbow.
Transylvania.
Who cursed the family?
God.
Themselves, it sounds like. They made a deal with
They
God.
kind of did. They made a deal with God. They said,
None of us get into heaven until
Yeah.
Dracula's dead.
What a bad deal.
but I think
Exactly.
What's the winning side? What happens if you do get him?
they all get to go to heaven. I think, like, maybe even if they were doomed for, like, if some family member was meant for hell, they all get to go to heaven.
They have a get out of jail free card
Yeah.
for everybody.
That guy's
If
going to be
someone-
wild and out up there, right?
It's just Nick Cannon.
It is Nick Cannon.
But
But
goofball.
that would suck to be in this family and know that, like, being a pious, good person, helping the poor, worshiping the Lord doesn't do nothing because you can't fucking kill this long-toothed son of a bitch somewhere.
Yeah, you can't kill this invincible creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, good deal.
What you should have been doing is just getting a lot of pussy, doing drugs, and also trying to kill Dracula your whole life.
Yeah, might as well.
Because technically, if you kill Dracula, that's also murder. You should be going to hell.
Yeah, but you have.
Yeah, but he's a gross guy.
But he's also, like, kind of undead. So, like, are you really killing them?
We're pretty sure God's into the death penalty. I don't think it's a big deal.
He is. Which death penalty does he prefer? Because it's not lethal injection.
Yeah.
Guillotine, firing squad,
Like
chair.
chair, because it's like
coffee.
his maybe, yeah. The chair is like his lightning fingers when he's
Ah, yes, of course.
Oh yeah, he's Palpatine up there.
thank God.
Yeah, that makes sense.
They put you in an
Fucking
electric chair
Palestine.
while they put you in an electric chair while they're firing squatting you.
It's not like Palestine.
The paranoid. You see that recently? They were too hot.
Been following that for a while. It's not looking good.
For like a year.
Yeah. Oh
Poor
boy.
bastards.
Yeah.
Yeah, God's smiting them apparently.
Yeah.
They should be going
The
after
equivalent-
Israel, but
Yeah,
fucking
you'd think so.
Palestinians get it every time. Yeah. Oh,
Getting
oh.
keep getting the short end, man.
All because of God. And not anybody else.
Nope.
So Prince
Brand.
Velkin. We cut to Prince Velkin.
He's
Tied-
saving face with the sponsors.
Tied up to a post. He's using himself as a sacrifice to tempt a werewolf to come after him as they set up a trap for it. The trap gets him,
Use a deer.
but doesn't go as they should have.
Yeah.
But it doesn't go as planned, and the werewolf is not fully captured. Princess Anna tries to save Velkin and give him his gun with the silver bullets, but she ends up being chased down to a cliff's edge as the werewolf's about to just like pile drive her off the cliff.
Yeah. I remember
And
this.
so Velkin sacrifices himself to kill the werewolf, jumps in the way, shoots it, but gets tackled. Him and the werewolf go falling off the cliff. They're dead.
They're in love.
They're dead.
In love.
You're in love. Does he come back later?
Yeah, do they come back later?
In love?
Yeah.
Yeah, they come back pregnant,
Yeah,
actually.
they're both wearing wedding dresses.
No!
I believe in life after love.
That was her message.
Share. Yeah.
Yeah.
Invoking share. Well, Van Helsing arrives to Transylvania with Friar Carl. Did I say Friar Carl?
Yeah, we love that guy.
And his arrival is not well met, as the Transylvanians don't like strangers, and Van Helsing just keeps coming and just fucking things up, and they're like, God, this guy again?
So they don't like strangers, or it's the one guy they do know.
Yeah, but they also don't like Friar Carl either.
Yeah, well, he's with the guy they hate.
And as Princess Anna challenges their business there, Van Helsing notices
What's your business here?
3 harpies flying towards them. They're Dracula's 3 brides, Alira, Marishka, and Verona.
He's Mormon.
One of my childhood horny moments.
Was the harpies?
Yeah, of course.
Because they're naked?
Yeah, just flying around.
Remember
It's nice.
the titted harpies from the last unicorn?
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that.
'Cause-
It's just the one.
Because it made you horny?
No, because it's gross.
It was gross. I can't remember. Did you watch a lot of the last unicorn? Because I know you weren't
I
on the
watched all of
episode.
the last unicorn.
You just couldn't make it on.
That was like a last minute. I had to leave or something. I think.
I do remember that.
Because I watched it.
That was when you were living with me.
I think it was right before.
Or right after. It was a November episode.
Oh, okay.
That's
It was probably right after.
fucking weird shit. Yeah.
That was a great episode. Great movie.
Movie.
Yeah.
See, that's one that you're super high on that he was not. It's like the Great Wall thing.
Yeah. This one's more like, this makes sense for me. It's an animated children's movie. Of course, I liked it. Great Wall seems like so antithetical to Lucas's like flair for movies. He
That's
pretty
true.
doesn't seem up
unrealistic.
his alley.
No. I defend it. I mean, I gave Mel like an 8 or whatever too.
We all gave Mel
Yeah.
pretty bad scores originally, but then turned around on
I
it.
did
Yeah.
not. I think I gave Mel like a 7 originally.
Maybe.
You love animals though. Like that makes sense.
Yeah, we got to do Andre coming up next season. That one that I sent to the group chat.
Yeah.
My dinner with
Yeah.
I
like that.
Andre month.
So these an Andre month. So these 3
Andre,
harpies.
dinner with Andre. That movie Andre 3000 is in.
Yeah, and then the other one he's in.
I don't know that what he's in. Yeah,
Something with
he's just-
Andre the Giant.
He's in Semi-Pro and Four
The Giant,
Brothers,
of course.
I think, with Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, what's Semi-Pro and then Princess Bride. That's the masterpiece Andre.
Ooh, yeah. I
So
love Princess
Andre, Semi-Pro, The Princess Bride, and what was the other one?
He's in Four
Dinner
with
with Andre?
Four
Okay.
Brothers or Five Brothers. I can't remember.
4 brothers.
Oh,
Four.
brothers.
Yeah.
So the harpies come flying in. And it's obvious
That's
that they're
horny.
trying to nab Anna.
horny.
In fact, they succeed in carrying her off several times, but Van Helsing manages to get her back. I don't know how, because he's a terrible shot. He's got this semi-automatic crossbow, just firing rounds
Mm.
and just misses everything. And then, but he does clip one of their wings, so they drop her in pain as they're carrying her away.
Yeah.
She, of course, lands on him with her crotch falling onto his face as he's on the ground.
Hell
So
yeah.
she's riding his face and
Yeah.
stuff.
Hell yeah.
And then the birds just come down for
Shit
no
out
reason,
birds.
grab a cow, and just throw it through the church roof. I was like, why did they have to do that?
They did do that.
Why did they throw the cow?
Because they're like, take that for disobeying us. We wanted this lady.
So have a cow?
So here's a cow in your roof. Well, it's their cow, but it's not supposed to be there. They put it in a place that's.
And cows can't go down,
Yeah.
famously.
Well, I think it just fell through the
Downstairs.
roof. Yeah, they can't go downstairs.
Yeah, they can't go down gravity-wise, I think. But yeah.
Oh, they can't go down gravity-wise either, huh? So if they're in the air, they're
Gravity-wise.
just stuck there.
You have to turn them upside down
Oftentimes.
Oh, okay.
because then
Yeah.
down is up. And, then
And they can
That's
go
right.
up.
Yeah.
And then you
Okay.
milk them upside down, and that's
Yeah.
how you get milkshakes or something. Yeah.
Oh, because when it comes out, it has to flip and then it turns as it comes down. I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
X Games shit.
Wow. Well, he finally destroys one of the wives, Marishka, by dipping his crossbow in holy water before shooting her with the dart, which vaporizes her into a skeleton. She's like, ah! And then just degrades.
Seems a little too easy, but I mean, good shot, I guess.
Yeah.
So
And
what makes the water holy? Do you bless it? Is that what
Yeah.
it is?
The Pope has to put his dirty little fingers in it.
It's Pope specific water?
Yeah. They ship it around. It's like Voss.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So is Voss holy water?
No. It's just similar to Voss
So
in
it's
terms
like
of
a-
like
So a normal
manufacturing,
priest can't
distribution.
make holy water.
No.
It
I
has
think you
to
do
be
have to be
Pope.
pretty high rank. I don't think it's actually the papacy
So
himself.
like a cardinal or something.
Yeah, somebody pretty high
That's
up. I
crazy.
think has to bless.
Christianity is fucking witchcraft still. That's witchcraft shit.
It's insane shit. Yeah.
This water's holy.
You're eating Jesus. Look at
Yeah,
this
they
bread.
do. They literally think that.
They
It
eat.
always makes me crazy. Catholics. They literally think it's not a metaphor. This when you put it in the mouth, it literally turns into his blood and flesh. That's crazy.
That's
That's
cannibalism.
crazy shit.
That's They got really mad at me. I was at a Mormon church for a service once, saying goodbye to my buddy who was going for 2 years on his trip, and they saw me eat the bread and the water, and they were like, "Yeah, you shouldn't have done that." I was like, what? Am I not allowed?
Yeah, I can't have the snacks at the witchcraft meeting. That's crazy.
I thought it was, I was
I
hungry.
can't have snacks at witchcraft
God
meeting.
gave his body for me, and I was hungry.
I ever tell the story of
Poop out Jesus then later.
Yeah, that can't
Oh
be
yeah,
good.
that's not good. Did I ever tell the story of Carter when we were at a funeral? Like they were like, "All right, now everybody that has been blessed, come on and get the communion." And so like my mom went up there, and like all my cousins and my aunt and uncle did because they were raised Catholic and Lutheran and whatnot. So they go up because they've been baptized.
Yeah.
My dad and I were just sitting there. Carter just joins the rest of them going up there. My dad and I look over like, why is Carter going up there for communion right now?
The least blessed
Yeah,
person in our family.
So he goes up and he eats the cracker and he drinks the thing. He comes back. He's like, "That was bad." He's like, "We're like, why'd you go up there?" He's like, "I don't know. Everybody else was." It's like, I was like, "I guess fair, but you haven't been
Baptisms are
baptized."
crazy too.
Baptisms are weird. Just drowning babies. You think they'd outlaw
Crazy
them?
shit.
Um,
Now you're saved. You're wet. Then you can go to heaven now, baby.
I mean, every religion's got weird shit like this.
It's so crazy.
Yeah.
All of it's crazy. Atheism's
You
crazy.
love it.
There's nothing out there. I'm fucking crazy.
It's fucking
Anyways,
Fucking crazy.
I'm an atheist. I'm crazy.
Well, oddly, after Marishka's death, the villagers are angry with Van Helsing. They explain like the vampires only kill one or two of us to satisfy their needs, like a month. But now thanks to you, they're gonna come back and like kill more of us because they're angry. And he's like, "Oh, okay, sorry guys." But Dracula isn't happy about it either. Obviously, he's now one bride short.
Greedy.
Little dead
Little
wife.
bride short of a harem. Yeah.
What the fuck, dude?
And after setting up the whole Victor Frankenstein with his own laboratory, the villagers set the monster on fire. So Dracula needs to get a new monster in order to give life to his offspring because apparently Dracula's children are born dead in like little ball sacks. And then they have to be animated like Frankenstein's monster to come back to life.
Yeah, by Frank Miller.
Oh yeah.
Is that who I'm thinking of?
I don't know.
That might have been the wrong reference.
I don't know I don't know what you're thinking most times.
The guy that did the Wizards movie from 1975. He was like a pioneer of animation in the 70s and 80s.
I do know what you're talking
I don't think it's Frank Miller though.
about.
Anyway,
Frank Herbert?
no, that sounds further from the truth.
Justin Herbert.
There we go.
Guys, I heard
He's the guy who did that shit with the Muppets guy.
I think so.
Guys, I
Who's the
heard the
Muppets
new I heard the new Joker movie is bad.
Yeah, I've been hearing
It's
that.
ass, I've heard, yeah.
And
Ralph
Megalopolis.
Bakshi. It's not Frank Miller.
Who?
Ralph Bakshi.
What is it?
Ralph Bakshi.
Who
Or
am I
Bakshi.
thinking of?
I don't know.
Frank Oz and Frank Oz. That's what I was thinking.
And Jim
Frank
Henson.
Oz, who worked with him on Labyrinth and shit.
And Megalopolis. That one's got to be bad too.
I gotta watch that. I've
I
heard
think
it's bad.
that's,
But I've
like,
heard people kind of
interesting
love
bad.
it.
Yes, I've heard
Yeah.
cult classic bad already.
I've heard Mike Breen, but yeah.
Yeah, he did Lord of the Rings, the animated one, the original, and The Hobbit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Cartoons kick ass.
yeah. He was big on pioneering animation.
Well, back to the movie.
Ralph Bakshi, I remember that.
Little
Grateful
ball sets.
that little ball sex. Grateful that Van Helsing has saved her life and destroyed Marishka. Anna takes him and Friar Carl back to the castle where the family has lived for hundreds of
Yeah,
years,
they're gonna bone.
following Dracula's human death. And that evening, Anna wants to go out vampire hunting, but Van Helsing is like, Let's do this in the daylight. Jesus Christ! Like
You idiot.
like he shouldn't
light
be
it
out
up.
in the daylight anyway. Like let's get him when we have a chance, not
Yeah.
when there's limited vision. So she's like, no, I'm fucking going. So she turns around, he just does like a chloroform knockout spray on her.
Which is what he calls
Oh,
his
okay.
right fist.
Are you ready for chloroform knockout spray? Really long.
Yeah. Kills.
And when Anna later awakens from her unconsciousness, the halls are dark. Van Helsing is nowhere to be found, but still someone is there. She hears it. She's lurking around. She's got a gun on her, and it's a werewolf, but not just any werewolf. It's her brother Velkin as a werewolf. He got bit
No!
during the fall down and survived as a werewolf.
During his little tryst.
That said he
on-
died.
He
And
did say he died.
it was all a goof. You would have known. I mean, we all watched the movie, so we know he didn't die.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
playing the role of the
The audience.
man who didn't watch. Yeah.
Somebody always has to play role of man who
Yeah.
didn't watch movie.
Classic straight man role.
One of us is straight man, one of us is man who didn't watch movie,
Mm-hmm.
and you could be straight or gay in that scenario.
Could be straight or gay in any of these.
And except for straight man.
No, that's no.
And what's role number 3? The Brandon role?
Butler.
Oh. I thought you were gonna say
You
butthole.
get it.
So he's werewolf the whole time. He's trying to attack her, but the moon suddenly goes behind a cloud, and Velkin changes from werewolf back to himself just long enough to warn Anna.
That's so dumb.
And then the moon comes back out, and he changes again. And Van Helsing appears. He starts to fire a shot at Velkin, but he leaps out the window, and he's like following. And just when he gets a clear shot at Velkin, Anna stops him to let him know that Dracula supposedly has a cure for werewolfism. So if they can take out Dracula first, they can save the
Werewolf
brother.
disease. He's not heavy, man. He's my brother. Yeah.
Also, there was a really funny scene where like one of the lead
Two brothers.
4 brothers,
Just times 2.
Warner style. There was a really funny scene where one of the head townsmen that has like the most lines. He's also like the gravedigger. He buries all the people at night, and he's like, "Aren't you afraid there's werewolves out right now?" He's like, "They're not coming after me. I clean up after him." And then they turn around. He just gets attacked by the werewolf like right then.
Got a little cocky.
Super great.
Hilarious.
No,
they're not gonna come after me. I'm their friend. They like me. Oh no!
Like the grizzly man.
Yeah, they like me.
Except for
Documentary.
werewolves.
Documentary about groundskeeper Willie.
Was that his name?
No, it's
Yeah, it
that's his
was.
name.
So
Werner Herzog did the grizzly man. By the way.
really,
That's right. Yeah.
Werner, yeah, our guy. We need to do far more Werner movies than we've been doing. We need to up
Yeah.
that clip.
We could do one more. I guess
we could do one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like 6 more. Yeah.
We should do at least one first. We'll start with one.
Yeah. We should do 6 in one episode. You're right, Seth.
Yeah.
What a great idea.
Do them all at once. One mega episode.
Grind this episode yet.
But we keep it down to 1 hour max.
Whoa.
Yeah, our shortest episode ever. We start getting way more efficient on this podcast. Our movies per hour.
Werner takes.
Yeah.
10 minutes an episode?
Yeah, dude, we go
We're
crazy.
flying. That's no bits then.
Movies per minute goes up like crazy.
Oh, it's-
It's all bits.
It's
I
all
don't mention
bits.
the
There's
name
no
of the
bits.
movies.
We just say the name of the movie and then just don't talk about it at all.
Yeah, how about the Real Housewives of Israel? They just start doing bits.
This is even dwarves. I know.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you.
Yeah, so that's what we're gonna
Anyways.
do this week.
6 Werner Herzog movies in 1 hour.
Yeah.
What do we do with the other hour? 6 Apitchapong movies. 12
Ooh.
movies.
I
One
don't know if he's
episode.
done 6. He might have only done 5. Like that. Yeah.
Oh
Werner's
no.
done like hundreds of movies, so it's okay.
We'll check them out.
We'll do 6 Roland Emmerich movies to balance it.
No.
Yeah. So, back to the movie. Van Helsing agrees to help Anna look for the antidote to try and save her brother. The antidote, the dote.
Right.
I doubt.
Just kills you.
And Velkin's trail, his werewolf trail, leads them to Castle Frankenstein, where Dracula, Igor, and the Dwergi have strapped Velkin to the Dr. Frankenstein machine and are trying to harness his life energy like they were with Frankenstein's monster to animate Dracula's babies. As he's strapped in there and raised to the roof, lightning strikes and Velkin's life force flows into the baby vampires who start to hatch out of the hanging ball sacks. And there are thousands of them.
Those babies. Lots of vamps.
So Frankenstein specifically wasn't the energy they needed. It was just like any guy,
Yeah.
any life they could just strap to a table.
And I guess
Monstrous
Dracula was too worried to use an actual human being.
I guess. Because then the vampires would have too much empathy when they were born.
Yeah,
or something.
maybe. Because like it feels like he could have done this a long time ago.
Yeah.
You're literally Dracula. You just take somebody and put them there, and
maybe they're testing on the townspeople they've been stealing.
Maybe you have to be a
He
monster.
was anxious.
Yeah, you could have been anxious. I don't know if I want to have kids, let alone 1,000 of them. I don't know if
I'm not ready to be a dad.
I'm not ready to be a dadula just yet.
Dadula, that's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, or maybe like it has to be a monster because they can't stand multiple lightning strikes.
Right, that makes sense too. They don't just
and not just anxious about being a dad.
Right.
I do love that. It's like, fuck, I've been having so much sex
with my 2 wives. Thanks, Van Helsing.
No, I can't have enough sex.
Greedy bitch. Goddamn.
There's thousands of the ball sack babies around. Van Helsing's in the castle, and you just start shooting them, and that pisses Dracula off, obviously.
I'm pissed off.
So he starts.
Boy.
But my question.
That's my son.
They took my boy. My question was like, how does he kill vampire babies with a gun when supposedly only a wooden stake is supposed to kill Dracula? Are the babies not have the wood, like the bullet
You just
gene
get
yet?
blasted out of there, yeah.
Yeah, well, and he probably has silver tipped. I don't know if silver works on vampires.
No, that's just werewolves. It's wooden stake. You have to stab them with a wooden
Dip them in
stake.
garlic sauce.
Yeah, they're in garlic sauce or holy water still.
Yeah, how did that?
I don't know, man.
I think it's like only morally, because I think you could like cut a vampire's head off and he'll die, right? If you get to that point, or they'll just like go back on and be like, ha.
No, that's zombies. That's how you kill zombies.
It really depends on like what you're watching, because there's so much different like I've seen stuff where a vampire's head gets cut off and they have to bury him in the ocean because like he's still alive down there. He's just like, I'm ahead, don't let me get you. He like steals somebody's body. It's an anime. It is really good. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, man. He puts him in a treasure chest at the bottom of the ocean, but he steals his body.
That's sick.
And he comes back and he has like extra super cool powers. Whatever. But yeah, it depends on what you're reading or watching. Vampires always have different shit going on.
So all werewolves are always just silver bullets, but vampires can be cutting their head off.
I think that's only
holy water.
I think that is a lethal way. But I mean, like if you dropped a nuke on the fucking vampire, is he just gonna pop back up? I think if you kill it, if you demolish. The atoms don't like reassemble.
Yeah, that makes
also
sense.
Sunlight's supposed
to
kill
with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. I bet that would, yeah. I don't know if they regenerate like Godzilla.
I think they do.
But like as fast as Godzilla?
I don't know when
he got hit him with a rocket launcher.
Yeah. They're just like in literally a million pieces. Do they regenerate?
Or like an energy sword from Halo. Hit him with one of those.
No, you hit him with a warthog from Halo, and they go into like a million pieces.
He was really sad and wanted to kill himself.
Yeah. How would he do it?
Eat a garlic parm wing from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Do they breathe? Do you just do like classic noose?
Yeah, no, garlic parm.
These are a lot of vampire bio. Which is good. We're known for this.
Yeah. We are. So
depth here.
They're fighting and whatnot. He killed all the babies. Van Helsing stabs Dracula with a silver stake, but it doesn't work.
So it is silver.
No, he just stabbed him with a wrong thing. Silver didn't kill him.
Why'd he bring the wrong stake?
Because he can kill You can kill a werewolf with silver.
A werewolf.
A werewolf, yeah. Dracula's like trying to give him a history lesson during this fight too, as he's being stabbed over and over. He's like, "Don't you remember me?" And he's like, "No, I don't have any memories."
The cardinals ate my memories.
And I was like, "Okay, cool." So Alira and Verona and the babies, the harpies and the babies, are flying to the village so that the brides can teach the babies how to feed.
Check this.
And they're just eating. They're just eating people. When all of a sudden, all the babies just start exploding. The animation was not successful.
That's gotta hurt to see as a mother.
1,000 of your babies murdered?
Exploded. Yeah.
With a rocket launcher. With a warthog.
At least with a rocket launcher, you've got some sort of closure.
That's true.
The other way, what the hell just happened?
Yeah, that's true.
Spontaneously combusting.
Yeah, dude. That'd be crazy.
Just chilling all, boom, like stepping on a fucking...
Why did they burst
landmine.
into nothing? Why'd they explode?
They exploded.
They do explode, yeah.
Why?
Because the animation hasn't been successful.
Because the werewolf wasn't good enough.
Yeah.
For the ritual.
And so Dracula, he...
I thought you meant that the actual animation of this happening is the CGI. You're like, it
Oh,
sucked.
no. I mean, it was pretty bad.
I see.
Yeah, it was fine.
It was pretty bad.
I thought you were shit talking. Okay, I get it.
Oh, no.
So Dracula orders Prince Belkin to turn to a werewolf and kill Van Helsing and Anna. And they narrowly escape from Castle Frankenstein. And they swim across this area. And then they fall into a subterranean cave where they find that Frankenstein's monster has been hiding. And my next note here is, how does Anna's hair stay perfectly curled this whole time?
Because she's beautiful.
This is 1888. She shouldn't have hairspray and a curling iron.
It's stylistic, Brandon. You ever watched a movie before?
Yeah, and we talked about it in The Name of the King. Everybody was too hot. It was the 1400s. They should all look and smell like shit.
Yeah, but this one's based in, like, it knows it's fantasy movie. It's werewolves and shit.
So was In the Name of the King.
Yeah, but this one, like, is an homage to all the shit. It's gonna be princesses and royalties and stuff.
I guess that's true.
It just seems like a weird thing to be hung up on, you know?
She's a princess, you're right.
Yeah, she's supposed to look hot the whole time.
When did
But
curled hair come into fashion?
Probably
don't
like
know.
20 years ago.
Probably 20 years.
Yeah, probably like 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
So
They all wore wigs before the 1950s.
So Van
Bronze.
Helsing in this subterranean cave, he sees Frankenstein's monster, shoots him with a tranquilizer dart, but refuses to kill him because he can sense that the monster's not evil. Van Helsing will only kill evil beings. That's his whole thing.
Yeah, and that's Sloth down there.
And before he passes out, the monster explains that he is the key to Dracula's research, that he's the one thing that Dracula needs.
How did he know his babies were evil?
I don't know. He sent immediately, fuck that baby.
Yeah.
Excellent question.
He tells him that he needs him in order to bring to life his babies. And so even though the last hatchlings died, Dracula has thousands more awaiting birth, he says. And suddenly, as Frankenstein's monster's going down there figuring out a plan, they realize they're being watched by Velkin in the cave. And they're like, god damn it.
Baby can't be evil. Yeah.
Dracula baby, though. Okay.
Yeah, did you think about a Dracula?
What makes something evil? Their axe?
Blood? Yeah. Blood.
Their axe?
Blood?
I would say probably their axe in some capacity of their thoughts and intentions.
And Axe body spray.
And what acts and thoughts and intentions have these babies done? Van Helsing.
They immediately went and murdered people, but I guess that's how they eat.
That's a good question. It's like if Hitler had a baby, would you be like, if you killed it, would we be upset?
Of course not.
I
You
wouldn't.
can't kill a fucking baby. You can't do that shit.
I
Hey,
would,
baby.
but I'm wondering.
Your dad sucks.
I'm just, imagine there was like baby Hitler. You think most of the world would be like, okay, thanks for killing him, just in case.
I think Bin Laden has like 90 kids, and some of them chill.
It must be that vampires are inherently evil then. If it's not the sin of the father, it's the sin of the race.
They have an original.
So it's a racism
They're
thing.
racist.
Okay,
Yeah,
now we're
OG
getting
sin.
there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Oh, jeez.
They notice that they're being watched by Velkin in the cave, and knowing that Dracula will soon know their whereabouts, Van Helsing tries to take Frankenstein's monster back to Rome for protection at the Vatican.
To dinner.
But they are attacked on the way in their horse-drawn carriages by Verona, Alira, and Velkin. Van Helsing actually kills Verona too by using an explosive decoy horse-drawn carriage.
Rocket launcher would work.
Rocket launcher.
Confirmed.
No, the explosion didn't kill her. The carriage, instead of being people inside of it, was filled with wooden stakes. So when it exploded,
Baller.
it stabbed her through with wooden stakes.
Baller move. I love that.
That's cool.
And
That's
then
cool.
he also shoots Velkin with a silver bullet, who later dies in Anna's arms. Unfortunately, during this tussle, Velkin also managed to bite Van Helsing. So now he has that werewolfism gene in him.
Lycanthropy, is that what's called? Lycanthropy? Lycanthropy.
Yeah, I think so.
I think that's werewolfism.
What are you saying?
No medical term.
Lycanthropy?
Yeah.
Lycanthropy.
Because Lycan's a werewolf, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Lycanthropy.
I think it's lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy.
Medically.
Lycanthology, the
Yeah.
study of werewolves.
Like if you were to diagnose me with it, you fucking chill. Look at him.
He's got lycanthitis.
Yeah. I'm liking that throat, boy.
I'm liking that throat, boy.
Yeah. Boy.
So he's now got werewolf in him, and they're all standing around. She's like holding Velkin as he dies. She gets up, and Alira, the last of the harpies, just sucker punches Anna, picks her up, and flies her back to Dracula, while Van Helsing, Carl, and the monster are forced to walk. And they end up meeting up again with Alira in Budapest. She invites them to a Halloween masquerade ball, during which they can trade the monster for Anna. Like, you get your broad back, but we get the monster. And Van Helsing tranquilizes the monster again, and he's like, we can't give them the monster, else there's going to be more evil. So they lock him inside a church while he and Carl go to the ball, because Dracula, they're not going to go inside a church to get him.
It wouldn't.
No, of course not.
And I don't know what the fuck this was. Something reaches its hand out from a grave outside the church,
Mm-hmm.
and then that was it with that scene. It never came back up.
It was
Was it? It wasn't.
I assume because they buried him.
Hinting
now.
at a zombie sequel? That's probably not it, but yeah, you're probably right, Seth.
And at the ball,
Probably.
while Dracula is dancing with Anna, he tries to talk her into becoming his bride. He's like, he doesn't know that he doesn't know that he's lost a second wife yet or something. He's like, you could be my third bride, Anna. And she's like, no thanks.
doing the John Travolta dance at the
Oh, doing the twist. Gonna look at dreamer.
Did you ever clock that they stole that trophy? They didn't win the dance competition.
Yeah, because you hear in the radio as they're driving
Isn't that
away with
beautiful?
the trophy. Somebody robbed the trophy from the...
That's so good. Best movie.
Pulp Fiction.
Yeah.
I need to watch that
Oh my God, you do.
again. Sorry. I've seen it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at the ball, while Dracula dances with Anna, he tries to talk her into becoming his bride, but Anna will have none of it, even though she kissed him in there.
Whoa.
He like
kissed
dips her.
Dracula.
Yeah, she dips her and she's like,
I assume Draculas are pretty hot up close.
but from a distance.
Probably not.
And they get inside Van Helsing and Carl get inside the masquerade ball, and he rescues Anna via a circus trapeze / tightrope stunt, but their escape is thwarted when Igor triumphantly brings in Frankenstein's monster. He was the one who went in and took. I don't know if he was the one that was buried, because it never says that, but he's the one that went in the church and got it, because he's not a Dracula.
No, he has a disability.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And
it's weird that he still got in the church with that.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't allow disabled people in the church. You're right.
They're not particularly fond.
But this whole masquerade ball was a trap. Everyone at the ball turns into vampires and goes after Van Helsing, Carl, and Anna, forcing them to jump out a window. And Carl's been sitting on this weapon this whole time. He told it earlier as they were gathering like the crossbow and things in the Vatican, because the Vatican is an area where they just build a bunch of weapons and mass destruction things.
Right.
He has this little ball of just energy, he says, and he doesn't know what it's for. He sets it on the ground, he pushes it, and with the power of 1,000 suns, it vaporizes all the vampires chasing with sunlight. So sunlight can kill them.
Yeah, duh.
Duh.
Yeah, that one's obvious.
So by the time they get back to Transylvania, though, they clear out. Dracula has cleared out of Castle Frankenstein and moved to no one knows where.
To NoHo.
To NoHo.
He's in the upper boroughs.
north of
Yeah.
north of Houston Street.
Yeah. I don't know what NoHo is. Is that LA or New York?
New York. Because Soho is south of Houston.
Soho's
Correct.
South.
NoHo?
Yeah,
There's
a
probably.
NoHo.
I mean, Soho just means south of Houston Street, so there has to be a NoHo.
Yeah.
Does every town have a downtown and an uptown?
Every spook boy has a downtown spook boy.
Every
Right.
kiss begins with "Get away." Probably.
But yeah,
Everyone.
no one knows where
Everyone.
he's moved to. They go to the library where Carl has done a bit of research and discovered that Dracula is really the son of Valerius the Elder. The whole problem started when
What?
Dracula was murdered in 1462 by, in quotes, the left hand of God. The left hand of God murdered
Liberals.
Dracula. By liberals.
Wait,
And-
what?
What do you
Liberals
mean?
murdered Dracula.
Liberals murdered Dracula? What does Dad have to do with it? Are you getting to that?
Yeah, I'm getting to
His
that.
dad is the king of
Sorry.
Transylvania or whatever.
Okay.
But when he died, Dracula made a covenant with the devil and was given a new life that could only be sustained by drinking blood. That's when Valerius the Elder went to Rome and bargained away his family's rights to enter heaven until he killed Dracula. So his own son, basically. Dracula being his son, however, Valerius was unable to kill him. So he banished Dracula to an icy fortress through a door with no means of escape. I don't know how he did this.
Yeah.
How he created an icy fortress door that can't be escaped from. That's a hidden layer. But until the devil gave Dracula wings and he could escape through the upper realm of the door. But where is this door to get to the icy realm? They're wondering.
It's like a different dimension.
Pretty much.
So like the church didn't even ask him to make a deal with God. He was just like, I insist, my son, fuck, I'm sorry, I'm gonna get ahead of this before the story comes out.
Yeah.
A guy murdered my son.
Yeah.
And
God murdered his son.
Huh?
God murdered
The
his
left
son.
hand of God murdered my
Liberals.
son. So he
Liberals.
made liberals murdered my son.
Yeah.
So he made a deal with the devil.
Yeah. So now I'll pay penance on behalf of God killing my son, and then my son saying no,
Yeah.
and now we won't go to heaven till I get rid of him.
But I actually can't kill my son, so I'm just gonna create an alternate dimension that he can live.
Yeah. And just
And then I
try to
can maybe go to heaven.
pull a fast one on
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
And liberals.
All right. I'm just making sure I'm caught up.
You are, yeah.
Good movie.
But Anna reveals that her father spent like hours trying to figure it out and staring at a particular picture. It's like a map. Perhaps that picture holds the key to the door. Well, on the door is an inscription in Latin where Carl tries to read it but can't finish it because a piece is missing. But Van Helsing's like, hey, remember the Vatican just gave me that random piece of paper earlier? He's like, that fits in this corner.
It's a poem.
And so they put it in. Sure enough, it fits. They read the inscription aloud, and the picture changes into a mirror, which is the
Power
door
poetry,
to the
baby.
alternate universe, which allows them to walk to the snowy fortress where Dracula's true castle lies.
That's stupid. They're gonna go hang out in the fucking Lion Witch in the Wardrobe Town.
Pretty
Kill
much.
Dracula. Okay.
And so they get there, and they're like, how are we going to get up to the upper floors of the castle here in this snowy realm? And Van Helsing just grabs him. He's like, hold on. And he does like this super jump, like jumps like 3 stories. Like, he's never turned into a werewolf yet. How does he have werewolf powers?
That's a good question.
They're in Narnia.
Yeah.
He's never
Is
changed
brown.
into one.
It
A
enhances.
full moon isn't present. It's sloppy writing, and it's a cop out, is what it is.
No, I don't think so.
It is.
No.
I wrote it down, so it is.
He could have just taken the stairs. They wanted to show him off.
Bad. And they enter this long
He doesn't
hallway
get it.
in which the ceiling and the walls are lined with pods containing the ball sacks, the vampire offspring, waiting to be animated.
Crucial.
They also see Frankenstein's monster encased in a block of ice with only his head sticking out. Oh!
Whoa. Oh yeah, that's right. Good
And
scene.
Carl remembers
So
seeing
scared.
another painting. They're like, how are we supposed to kill Dracula? And Carl's like, I saw a painting where the painting came to life and it was a werewolf fighting Dracula. And he's like, apparently if you are a werewolf, you can kill Dracula, but that's the only way you can. And Van Helsing goes, shit, I'm a werewolf.
All right.
I could
yeah.
do that.
Okay.
I'll kill him.
I'll kill him.
And the monster also tells him, he's like, Dracula does have a cure for werewolves, and I saw it. So Van Helsing's like, why would he have this antidote?
Because Dracula's a werewolf.
No, it's so Dracula can take out any werewolves so that
This
he
Dracula's
can't
a werewolf.
No, he's
That's
not a
crazy.
werewolf. No,
What?
don't agree with him. You didn't watch the movie. You haven't seen this in 12 years.
He's a
not werewolf.
lycanthrope.
Dracula has lycanthropy, and he's been saving the antidote for a special day.
He's doting him.
He's doting himself.
He's been doting.
He's been doting on himself. Actually, it's just heroin, and they think it's an antidote.
Hopefully he doesn't get a drug test. Shit, I got
Yeah.
lycanthrope in me.
Yeah, you can't work for any government agencies with that in your system.
With
Dracula.
lycanthrope, yeah.
Yeah.
Like dope.
But after all this, Carl remembers. I said that the painting. He's like, it's all clear. Only a werewolf can kill it. And apparently, even though there's been 3 full moons within these couple days, like this week span, he's like, oh, there's another full moon tonight. How convenient that we're in here and you can attack Dracula like this. It's like, how many full moons are there in this fucking town?
Yeah, they have a bunch of moons
It's-
in this universe.
Yeah, it's the alternate universe.
It's God's left hand.
So
it's the liberal.
Van Helsing
The liberal's
apparently
moon.
the full moon is at the strike of midnight. Like it's not full until midnight.
Yeah.
And so he's like, oh, I'll just turn into a werewolf then, but you guys go get the antidote. I'm going to kill Dracula. You guys inject me right at midnight and we're all safe.
We're
Perfect.
chilling.
And so they're about to split ways when Van Helsing grabs Anna. They make out and they enact their plan to
Oh.
save the family, kill Dracula,
I
and
misheard
Mr.
you.
Krabs.
Whenever you say Van Helsing, it's interchangeable with Dracula for me. So like Dracula
That's
just
right.
grabbed her, made out with her, and then like left. They're like, let's go get that guy. Why did he do that?
What the fuck is that?
No, it's because Van Helsing and them are dating, right? They're hooking up.
He and
Oh, well.
Dracula.
Yeah, him and Dracula.
Yeah.
You're just
him
trying
and
to make him
Dracula.
jealous with the girl.
Yeah. They want to. They
Oh, he's
wanna-
a different kind of evil now. A Weinstein kind of evil. Now we really got to kill him.
They want a polymonstrous relationship, both lycanthrope vampire.
That's good.
Nice. That's good.
But they also just kind of want Anna on the side.
Yeah.
A little side piece.
Yeah, that's how they get it.
That's so funny. Why the fuck did he do that? Let's go get him.
Van Helsing and Dracula are they're just names in my head. None of them, like, they're
Yeah,
not
that's right.
sticking to anything.
Um, so they split their ways. They're going to do all this. And while Van Helsing goes in the search for Dracula, Anna and Carl force Igor to lead them to the antidote. They find it, but before they can retrieve it, Igor locks them in the room. And inside that room, a Lyra suddenly appears. And
The last remaining duckling.
Harpy,
Right.
wife.
My bad.
And the antidote was in this jar inside holy water, basically. So Anna tosses the jar right at Lyra immediately, throws it, crashes on the floor, misses, but it splashes up, burns Lyra's face. So now she's a burn victim. And Anna's just
Francis crying.
trying to grab water, tossing it at the door, like the jail cell bars, and it burns. It eats through the bars, so they're able to escape.
Evil bars.
Oh,
Steel bars.
yeah, like a wrap.
Hope hates those bars.
Yeah.
But while Anna keeps Lyra busy, Carl takes the antidote and goes looking for Van Helsing, and he has discovered Dracula's laboratory. And inside, Frankenstein's monster has been hoisted to the roof, and Dracula is attempting to drain his life into the infants.
His lavatory.
Laboratory.
No.
This is my lab. Central Perk.
Central Perk.
Excuse me. Van Helsing makes his way to the roof, but before the monster can be freed, lightning strikes, sends his life force down to the infant nursery, and the baby vampires begin to awaken. And just as Frankenstein's monster breaks free, Dracula changes into his bat form and attacks Van Helsing.
Seems like the worst way to go.
The monster struck again by a bolt of lightning that sent him just flying over the edge because he wasn't strapped down this time. He just got shocked off the roof.
Damn, poor guy.
And on his way down, he manages to grab onto a cable, and then he uses that cable as a rope
No.
Tarzan's himself back up
to knock Igor off the bridge where he's been chasing Carl with a cattle
Son of a
prod.
bitch.
He's just been shocking Carl.
Oh, poor Carl.
Friar Carl's just being
Igor.
shot with a cattle prod by Igor.
That's so because
Running away with the antidote.
oh god, because friars are like religious dudes, right?
Yeah,
They're men of the frock
they are to become priests.
to become priests, and
It
their test is to hang out with the guy that the church hates.
Exactly.
And try not to be corrupted by him or
Okay.
something.
Exactly.
That makes sense, sure.
But yeah, he's just being cattle prodded. It's hilarious.
It is pretty funny.
And I said I like this scene where Alira can see Anna in the room. Like it was like she was wearing night vision goggles or something because the room was dark, but she could just see her, like her vasculature, like you could see through her body and her blood flowing. I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool.
Sexy.
But the monster swings after he knocked Igor off. He swung back around into the room on the rope where Anna and Alira are fighting, and he holds Alira at bay. Anna uses the cable to swing back to the laboratory, and on the way, Carl tosses her the antidote. She catches it mid-swing and is up inside the lab.
What a transportation method. Cool.
Too easy.
But Alira catches up
good.
with Anna, and Alira's gloating about how she's gonna drink all of Anna's blood, and so Anna's like, "Why are you talking so long?" Just grabs a stake and stabs her through the heart.
Oh yeah, good scene.
And so she dies.
Shut up, bitch.
But while all that happens, the clock strikes midnight, and Van Helsing sheds his skin and turns into a werewolf. And the attack is on.
The appropriate face, Lucas.
Werewolf and Dracula fighting, but as Van Helsing, werewolf, has Dracula by the throat, about to kill him, the moon goes behind a cloud, so he changes himself, and Dracula takes this moment to inform Van Helsing, instead of like beating him up or killing him or something. He's like, "Hey, you're the guy that killed me in 1462. You're the left hand of God. You're the liberal."
I'm the liberal.
Oh shit.
What a twist for Van Helsing. He voted for Kamala.
And he's like, he's like, okay. He's like, this doesn't mean anything to me. I'm sorry I killed you. But then the moon comes back out. He's turned into a werewolf. He's trying to kill him again.
Yeah.
And Van Helsing chews up Dracula's neck. He's like, num, 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 num. Like a corn on the cob.
Yeah.
And kills him.
Oh.
Dracula crumbles
enough.
into dust, as do all of his baby vampires, because when Dad dies, all the babies die.
Mother and drone.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like a snake.
Yeah. And at that moment, Anna runs into the room with the antidote. She's like, I'm here.
The antidote.
But oh, nice.
Yeah.
But Van Helsing leaps at her. Carl also arrives and opens the silver stake, ready to plunge it into Van Helsing. But Anna was successful. She injected the antidote into him just before she died herself. Van Helsing killed her.
Oh,
and
fuck
Helsing starts to return to himself. And he's like, as he's changing, he's like howling at the moon. He's like, oh, but then slowly turning into his human self. So it's like, oh, ah! He's just
crying.
like screaming. It
That
was
dog's screaming.
so funny.
He was sad.
He was super sad. And so Van Helsing and Carl, they hold a cremation for Anna at sea because she's always wanted to see the sea. That's been her one dream in
Van
life.
Helsing just slaughtered her?
Yeah, he killed her and then he cremated her.
He bit her head or something.
And the monster, Frankenstein's monster's also on a raft, just like in the middle of the water, just like rowing, and he's like waving.
Wait, so they did a Viking funeral for Anna, where they like light her on fire and push her out to sea.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's just next to her.
He's like
I'm going to
the,
college.
he's like in the distance waving.
Oh, I thought he was on a boat.
No, he is.
What is he doing out there?
I don't know.
Is he fishing?
He's just rowing out to sea.
I'll be right back.
Why is this fucking cameo? Jesus.
Yeah, so she's being burned.
Unrelated to the funeral. He's out on his own boat.
Yep.
He wasn't invited or anything. Like, oh shit, is that Frankenstein's monster?
He sees them and the body burning. He's like, "Hey guys."
Hey. Oh,
Oh,
what the fuck?
that's so
That's a good
fun.
movie.
Good luck, man. Wherever you're going.
And as
Fuck.
her body's being burned alive, her soul comes out of it, and it's just her face as a cloud, and it's like, "Bye guys, thank you."
See you later.
It's just like, I
Oh,
finally.
and Frankenstein's here too at my funeral. I guess this is mostly for them.
Hey, I got it. Hi, good to see you.
And me too, Anna.
Oh, don't forget about me.
Fucking shit, dude.
I'm out here in the raft.
So they Teletubby Anna's ass to the clouds.
Right.
Yeah, she's like, "Thank you
She's
for
the
letting me
sun.
reunite with my family in heaven." And then they ride off.
That was the deal.
Van Helsing and Carl ride off into the sunset together, and then it just says, "In memory of my dad," and then the end credits start rolling.
I wonder who's dad.
Probably Stephen Summers.
Practice.
Or Van Helsing, yeah.
But I'm glad you liked that bit.
God, that's funny.
So that's gonna end the movie this week. Let's do some.
If you're just tuning in, we're getting out of the movie.
We're getting out of it. Unfortunately, I have to get out of the movie too. Alex and me has to go to sleep and kind of commandeer the bedroom. So I did not watch the movie, so I give it a 6.4.
Good score.
On your scale. I did lots of quotes too, but I can't really do them. So
Damn. We'll do them next week.
You know me. Okay. Love you guys.
Goodbye, and me too.
Me too.
Goodbye. You too, Frankenstein's monster. I love you too.
Good luck over there, man.
Goodbye.
So
Goodbye.
stupid. Should we try and get into some wars?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Vampires, werewolves, and reviews.
Yeah.
He's still here.
Bye.